friends, welcome to the Planet X2 channel. My name is John. On the channel we talk all things physical media, movies, music, and books. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe down below for more of that kind of content. And anyway, glad that you're here checking out this video. I am in the midst of catching up on months of pickups. And so I've got, this is all thrifting pickups from thrift stores, from Facebook Marketplace, a yard sale, a bunch of different places, a bunch of different kinds of thrift stores, consignment stores, and I've got some wild stuff. One is just an insane find, and then some 4K, VHS, Blu-ray, DVD, even some audiobooks. So anyway, friends, this is what I've picked up while thrifting over the last few months. So one thing I'll mention too before I hop in is I recently started a Letterboxd account. So if you want to follow me on Letterboxd, see what I'm watching these days, yeah, you can follow me there. And I'm really enjoying it. I'd heard a lot of people using it for a long time, but I'm really enjoying using Letterboxd. So anyway, the first thing I'll show you, this isn't physical media, but you can watch your physical media on it. I was at a Savers, I was traveling out of state, and I found this. I want to say this was 10, 15, 20, no more than 20, I don't think. And it blew my mind. Always check when you go to stores in their DVD section, they're selling DVD players. A lot of times they throw a DVD player stamp on it, and it could be a Blu-ray player, or in this case, this one was a Sony 4K player. So let me see, there you go. Sony 4K player, came with a remote. I have the extra cords that you need for this. I did take this home, check it immediately, and it plays perfectly. And I think I found this 4K player. It looks like it's in new condition. I think I found it, again, it was either 10 to 20, somewhere in there, which is insane because these things are much more expensive than that. So friends, when you go to a thrift store, check where they're selling electronics, DVD players and stuff, because a lot of times those workers think a DVD player is everything. And they thought a 4K player was a DVD player, and I'm very excited to have that. So anyway, check those out, friends. I never pick up audiobooks, but I do travel. So I picked up two recently. This one is brand new sealed. This is Tina Fey, Bossy Pants. I did read this when it came out, and it's a great book. And then I did read this as well. Both of these I have in my actual library, but looking forward to listening to these. And this is Hallelujah Anyway, Anne Lamott. Anne Lamott is a national treasure. I love her so much. So excited to have both of those. Now let's get into movies, friends. So there's this, I forget where I picked this one up, but I'm a huge fan of the main actor. Never heard of this film, but looking forward to checking it out. This one is from 1934, and it is Born to be Bad, starring Cary Grant. This one was from a thrift store. I don't remember which one. It was recently I picked it up too, but I don't remember where I picked it up. But it's Cary Grant. And this next one, so there's this place I went to. It's kind of a yard sale place, but it's a store. And they had this huge table of movies. And I asked her, I said, how much are they? She said $1 each. But if you buy 10, you get them for 50 cents each. So I was like, well, if I buy 5, it's $5. If I grab 10, it's $5. So I grabbed a bunch that I'm going to trade in or give away, but there are 5 titles that I wanted for my collection that I cannot believe I got these for 50 cents each. So first, I'm a monster fan of Gary Cooper. This is a Warner Archive release. This is from 1949, and it is Task Force. This was in like new condition. Really excited to check this one out, being a big fan of Gary Cooper, a big fan of this era of film. But these next 4, I was just so amped. I've never seen this show, but I have family and friends who tell me it is a phenomenal show. So I'm really looking forward to watching through the first 4 seasons. All of these are in great condition. Blue Bloods, season 1. They all come in slip boxes. Blue Bloods, season 1. We've got the 2nd season here. The 3rd season. And the 4th season, all in these slip boxes, and these were 50 cents each in killer condition. So yeah, $2 for 4 seasons of television. You can't go wrong. I don't typically collect every season of a show, but I love having various seasons to just like throw in every once in a while. So looking forward to that. I've got some Blu-ray 4K for you, but I'm going to show you some VHS first. Again, I don't collect, I've mentioned this in videos before, I don't collect all VHS. But if there are specific classic titles that are just super fun to watch on a VHS format, then I do want to pick them up, especially if the artwork's really cool. So this first one is Tom Hanks in The Burbs. I do have this one on Blu-ray, but really fun to have this on VHS. And then this one you gotta have. This one, the case is a little bit, you might not be able to see it, but it's a little ratty, and with a address sticker on there from someone. Must have traded in or sold it off. But anyway, Return of the Jedi. So I do have all of them now on VHS, and glad to have them. And what I'll do is if I find a better, nicer copy, I will switch this one out. But glad to have this one in the collection. Here we go. All right, so this next one is from Facebook Marketplace. I think this was, I got it for $5. I'm really excited to find it. I've wanted this one on Blu-ray for a long time. I did have it on DVD, so glad to upgrade this one. This is an early Brad Pitt film, directed by Robert Redford, and it is A River Runs Through It. I think this was $4 or $5 on Facebook Marketplace. This one was while traveling at a thrift store. I was so pumped to find it. The case was ratty, and it was in one of those cases, the DVD cases, and the artwork stuck in, and it wasn't in the great condition, the case, but the artwork was perfect condition, and more importantly, the disc was perfect. I love this film, great film on mental health, and it's kind of a funny story. Zach Galifianakis is so good in this. So if you haven't seen this one, I would recommend this film. Really, really great film. So glad to have this one in the collection. I love it. This one I picked up recently at a thrift store, this little cute consignment store. And I remember seeing this when it came out. It's been a very long time. I don't see a date on the back, but it's been quite a while. Anyway, it is the first season of Ellen, her sitcom, way, way back. I remember this one being on television. Check the disc, mint condition. This was $1. So glad to have this one in the collection to go back in the past and check that out. Next, I went to a store that recently started selling physical media, and I went and found these for, I want to say they're $2.99 or $3.99 each. This one is a season I needed in my collection. It is the third season of Community. I have season 1 and 2 sealed, so glad to have the first 3 seasons now. And this next one is a film that I really love, and I know I've had this in the past. I think I traded it, but I've really wanted to pick it up since then, especially with one of these actors. And anyway, it's the film Motherless Brooklyn, Edward Norton, Bruce Willis, Alec Baldwin, Willem Dafoe. For me, I don't know, friends, with you, just the sad news in the last year or so, Bruce Willis. I have been picking up more Bruce Willis films just to have in the collection, to kind of remember him and the roles he was in, just the impact he's had on film in general. So glad to have this on the collection. I have seen this before, and I really, really enjoyed this one. And it came with slip for, again, it was $2.99, $3.99. So really excited for that. And then this next stack actually came from the same person. One, I picked up a couple via Facebook Marketplace, and then they put on a yard sale to sell off what didn't sell on Facebook Marketplace. And I picked up actually a number of other titles that I sold because they were either out of print or the 4K slips were out of print. And so that's what I do to purchase movies, is I sell some that have maybe some value so that I can buy more to add to the collection. So these are the ones that I kept for my collection. This is the Blu-ray edition, the sing-along edition of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never seen this one, never owned it in the collection, so looking forward to checking that out for the first time. This I had never seen. I have watched it, and I'll say this. Everybody loves this film. I think maybe I was tired. I thought it was okay, but I need to watch this one again. It was just so over the top. Maybe I wasn't expecting it to be so over the top, but I am going to watch it again because everyone loves it, and it is Kung Fu Hustle. Glad to have this in the collection. And again, I liked the first time through, but I need to watch this one again, I think, to appreciate it fully. Kung Fu Hustle. And then a couple of 4K titles I picked up. The first one, I didn't need this title, but I did need this slipcover. And it is for John Wick on 4K. I now have the standard edition on 4K of the first, second, third, fourth film, all the films. I have slips now for 1, 3, and 4. So I do not have the slip for John Wick 2. So I'm on the hunt for that one. And I've got a steelbook for 1 and 2 steelbooks for 4. So I may pick up the steelbooks for 2 and 3, we'll see. But anyway, really excited to have the slip cover on this one. And then this is the last one I picked up. It is the 4K of A Quiet Place Part 2, and it did come with the slip. And so I'm really, really thankful to have found this one. And I think these were all right around $3, $4 each. So anyway, friends, I love thrifting, and that's what I've thrifted in the last handful of months. And other titles I've thrifted as well, but then flip those so I can add stuff to my collection. So anyway, friends, go thrifting. It's really fun. I enjoy it. You can find some stuff, crazy things. I find 4Ks fairly regularly. Blu-rays, I found a 4K player. thrift friends. You can save a bunch of money. If you just want to flip certain titles, you can help fund your collection. So it makes it more affordable. And so anyway, friends, that's what I've thrifted as of late. Let me know what you've thrifted. If you found anything really cool recently, would love to hear what you've found. So anyway, hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.